What happened? You want the same thing happening there? What happened?
Well, it's just unfortunate that this kind of a thing should be happening in our country.
It's embarrassing. Really embarrassing to Nigeria.
I think the problem of this Niger-delta is only God understands.
It's misplacement of priorities.
It's embarrassing. Really embarrassing to Nigeria. We are actually bigger than this. This has been happening in Senate years after years after years, and now it's still happening because of little misunderstanding. So to me, it's embarrassing. Seriously.
People very well. Like those people that are fighting yesterday, I'm not sure. I know they are from different communities. So the youth may try to retaliate another community people. That you beat our people, you punch by face and another thing, they try to retaliate. So government try to go there to intervene before we generate to another thing. Secondly, Nigerians they have to coordinate themselves. Due to all this money, they are only fighting for money. And most of this money they are fighting for their pocket, not for development. The way I look at it.
Broke up, shouldn't have gotten to that stage. Being matured people, I believe there should have been 100% comportment from both sides.
I think what really happened is all about misplacement of priorities. This is a problem that affects everybody that is from Niger-delta extraction. They're supposed to settle down, come together, put all hands on deck and make things work out. The questions they were throwing at them is supposed to be by turn. You take your time. When it's your turn, you give your own take on the situation. But they were all about trying to outdo each other, which is nothing. It's not anything to, will I say, how do I put it? It's nothing to write about at all.
Wrong thing for them to do or that takes place, because to be sincere with you, it doesn't really show a good picture for the youth to emulate. It is nothing to be tell home about. You understand? How could you imagine when you know it's not a wrestling floor? You get me? There are certain issues that will come that they have to rub minds together and talk and discuss. Or due to the fact that the system is very, very porous. We don't have government, the system is just collapsing every single minute, every single day.
It's that this kind of a thing should be happening in our country. It's a total showing of disrespect to our country and to the constitution of this country. Because if we have to follow the constitution, there is no need for us to be fighting over things that belong to us. We are not saying that these resources that they are fighting for belong to other countries. These are our resources. So we should respect ourselves, respect the constitution of the country, and be able to behave ourselves in a good manner.
The Niger-delta, their elders, I would say is the level of corruption and should I say they are jobless. They don't have anything good to offer to the region. You understand? How can they? The reason that they are fighting is not the people's interest. They are fighting for their own personal interests.
And the purpose is defeated, then there's no use for it.
Okay, so
there's no use for it.
You believe it should be scrapped out?
It should be scrapped. There will still be fight. We are in Nigeria. This fight is actually because the people that are representing them are now embezzling the money, and the money is not getting to where it's supposed to get to. And that is why they want them off, so they can deal directly with the government. They don't want the third man in between, the in-between man. They don't want anymore, because these people are stopping some benefit from coming to them. And I'm very sure when it has to do with directly, well, there will be more transparency, but there's still going to be fight. There's still going to be fight. These people, you can't trust them.
And what? Are they be given something before they don't use it well? If they have given them resources before they are not using it well, they want to scrap them out. It should be because of those who are collecting resources. It's not given to individual. It was given to one particular bodies. So let them arrest those bodies. They prosecute them. Let them find out what are they using. Why are they scrapping them out? They are part of us. If they scrap other people out, they form another thing. So they should not scrap anybody, to my own view.
Like in any organization, you want to do something, you say, let's form a committee. NDDC, that department is just like a committee that should be taken care of, that particular issue. I don't think it should be scrapped out. But the only thing is that they should put eye there and make sure that whoever that is leading should do his work, accountability and transparency.
It's a very, very, very vital agency. But the problem is, as it has always been, corruption. You find out that monies are being set aside to carry out projects. This money ends up in private pockets, and which is not supposed to be so. If things were supposed to be done transparently by all involved, I think they would have made strides over the years. But as it were, I don't think the right people are manning the hem of affairs at NDDC. Pick people that should man affairs of the commission by merit, not by political will, like settlement of political stooges and the rest, like it has always been done. Pick the right person that you feel will give results and make him man the post.
It shouldn't be, because it's already in place. They should also, there are a lot of strategies to be taken. You get me? They know why they put in the ministry. You understand the existence of the ministry. They know it's just that the system is just wrong. There's something wrong. The leadership of that very, that's just the problem. When we have good leadership, when we have good functional, they should have what they call standard operating procedure. You get me? In every organization, but the system is just very, very porous. That's the corruption all over the place. So what do you expect?
Such commission on ground, for us to be able to manage the resources of that region very well, for us to have representatives, people that represent that region very well. We all know that all the resources that this country depend on, 70–80% of it come from that region. So having a commission that is in charge of managing such resources or fighting for the rights of people from that region, there is nothing bad about it. I'm not in support of scrapping the NDDC, but let the NDDC, the people that are managing NDDC, let them know the right thing to do, and let them also respect, as I said earlier, the Constitution of Nigeria.
If to say our government, we don't get government, everything. We don't have a government. All we have is presidency. We don't have a government. You understand? If my own opinion, you go scatter this country, but we don't have a government. We don't have a government, but the NDDC should be scrapped out because the fraud, the way does different NDDC.